Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Joy. It has been a very long time since I last posted. That was not the plan, that was not on purpose. I just got very overwhelmed by the amount of work I had during my first semester of college. If you guys didn't know, I am currently a freshman at Vanderbilt University studying the oh so great major of undecided. But yeah, this year a lot of colleges went completely online, but Vanderbilt actually put in a lot of safety measures and safety precautions and gave students the opportunity to attend classes in person. So I ended up going, and I figured I would make a video going over how my first semester of college went, with the extra little addition of Corona. So since the last video that I posted, I've graduated high school and attended my virtual and drive-through graduation. Fun fact, the singer-songwriter Love actually spoke at the virtual part of my graduation, which was pretty cool.
Massive congratulations, this is such a huge moment. I'm so excited for you guys. I just want to say one thing. Please cherish and hold on to this feeling. Put it in the bottle, do whatever you gotta do. I'm sure a lot of you guys feel like this is the beginning of the rest of your life.
I also packed and bought a lot of stuff for college. Packing sucks. And following all the different safety precautions, I moved onto campus. Epic. Second fun fact, BTS's Dynamite actually released the day that I moved in, so we watched that and I had a good time. So in case you guys were wondering, and I'm sure absolutely none of you guys were, these are the classes that I took this year. I took Chemistry 1601 and 1601 Lab, which is basically Vanderbilt's Gen Chem. Because I'm part of Vanderbilt School of Engineering, I ended up taking mandatory engineering modules. The ones I picked were civil engineering, biomedical, and then chemical. I also took video art, which is very fun. Made some fun, spicy videos. I also took violin lessons as part of my class schedule from Blair, which is Vanderbilt School of Music. I ended up practicing a lot because, how well I played became part of my GPA. Hindsight 2020, definitely shouldn't have. But I decided to take Math 2500, which is probably one of the hardest math classes that freshmen can take. It's basically multi and lin alg in one class with a, heavy dosage of proofs. For some reason, I thought I should be able to handle it. Did not realize just how hard proofs were. So, definitely got hit by a big dose of reality. I ended up getting a good grade in the class, but the class was so not good for my mental condition. And then there was Vanderbilt Visions, which is basically a senior teaching all of us freshmen how Vanderbilt works. So now on to some notable moments of the year. After my first ever college midterm season, I completely burned out. Saturday rolled around, I literally woke up at 1 p.m., whipped out my phone, watched the entire series of Yuri on Ice. Literally just like this. I think it amounts to 5 hours. I literally just laid there from 1 to 6 p.m. or something. Felt personally attacked by some of the screenshots I took. For instance, in this screenshot, we can see the physical manifestation of my 3 brain cells. The first one trying to cheer me up hopelessly, the other one thinking about food, and the last one just completely not okay. About halfway through the semester, I remembered that I actually kind of enjoy exercising, and I started going on runs again. The Parthenon in Nashville is actually really close to Vanderbilt, so I started running there. Running with a mask is not it, but I felt kind of weird not running with one. I also had a couple crises. My computer just stopped working, which was, fantastic because 1, Zoom University, 2, the first time my computer just wiped out. I had a mini cry session because I was like, oh my god, what if I just lost all of my data? So that was really fun. I was selected for the 2020 survey, filled it out, felt like a proper adult. Also watched all the presidential debates, and I voted for the first time, which was really cool. I, of course, ate food, met a lot of new people, made a lot of great friends, and then eventually my time at Vanderbilt wrapped up and I came back home.
And then I took my finals at home. Yay.
Want to drop out?
I just want a break. I just want like a week off of school and then I'll be okay. So like my average day would just be like waking up, studying for those classes, eating, studying, eating, studying, eating, studying, eating, studying, sleep. And I'm not gonna lie, about a month in, I started every single week. I would hit the point at least once where I would start like daydreaming about dropping out. And of course that's like something that I would never actually do, but for some reason like I did it and it kind of helped me get through the week. I don't know. I remember once in my math class, I was like sitting there like listening to everything and it was just like going whew, like straight over my head. And I like looked out the window and I was like, what would it be like if I just dropped out? And then I was like, oh my gosh, Joy, like probably like from sophomore to senior year, like when you would daydream, you'd be daydreaming about getting into college. And now that you're in college, you're daydreaming about dropping out? I was like, oh, something's fundamentally incorrect with this picture. Clearly did not drop out. Definitely was not going to, but just thought I would say that. As for like the overall vibe of the semester, it definitely felt like there was just no break. It was just like go, 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 go. It felt kind of like it was midterms week and then I'd blink and then it'd be midterms week again and then I'd blink again and it'd be midterms week again. You know, like that kind of like never ending cyclical feeling. It's like your to-do list is like Pinocchio's nose. Like the more you cross out, the longer it grows. That combined with, of course, the world, just like the news cycle being on crack was like a lot, and I'm sure all of you guys can relate to this. So if you do, you're not the only one. If I was to compare high school to college, and by college I mean like Corona college, because I have no other experience with any college besides Zoom University. One of the things that a lot of people talk about is the transition. So for me personally, if you cut out everything else and just think about the transition from like high school to college, I would say it wasn't that bad for me. I think my high school did a pretty good job of preparing me. It wasn't my first time moving. And then I also entered with literally negative expectations, like expectations below zero expectations. Anything like minutely good just like exceeded my expectations. And therefore my whole semester exceeded my expectations. I think just like having that mindset going in was pretty helpful. One thing I didn't realize would affect me so much was food. This is such like a small problem. Like the accessibility level of like really good Asian food was like very low. I was like craving things all the time. I was like, oh my gosh, what would I not do for like a good dumpling? I missed boba so much. I think the closest good boba is like a 30-minute walk from campus. That was something I didn't realize would affect me so much, but yeah. For the socialization part, I was pretty worried going in to college that I would not be able to find any friends and that I would just like stay in my dorm room all alone, literally 24/7. But I would say overall, I met a lot of fantastic people, and like meeting new people wasn't as difficult as I thought it would be. I would say I got good grades this semester, but honestly, just like thinking about it, I don't know if that would have been possible during a regular school year, where I imagine there'd be just a much higher like social life and like events going on campus and like things that you would feel like you should attend. Because there was none of that, I was able to dedicate a lot more of my time to just studying. If I was to talk about high school versus college, like the workload, comparing it to my senior year of high school, I would say I was definitely much busier during my senior year. But it was different in the sense that in my senior year, I was just doing so many different things and just like mentally having to juggle like all my extracurriculars, my college apps, my schoolwork. But then in college, I had maybe like a slightly smaller workload, but the entire workload was just school. So I didn't have like the opportunity to rest like the studying part of my brain. And after a while of just continuous study, it starts to hurt. At least for me, it became harder and harder to just like generate motivation and just to concentrate. I hit this point where I started feeling like super apathetic. I didn't feel anything. Like, you know that song where it's like, I just want to feel something, I just want to feel something really real so that I can really feel like a person again? Like, that was me. I dealt with this in high school, so it's like not like this was anything new, but I'm sure a lot of you guys can understand that feeling of just like not being in the best mental state. And then another little thing I thought I would throw in was, I remember in high school, one of my biggest motivations used to just be getting into college. And then now that I'm in college and I don't have like that big overarching like pressing feeling that I need to keep working, I've had to like find other ways of getting motivation. Anyways, I think that's kind of it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, feel free to give it a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that jazz. And then I just wanted to say, I hope you guys are doing okay. 2020 has been absolutely insane in a bunch of very terrible ways. I hope you guys take care of yourselves. Hope that you guys are doing okay. And I know that the college application process is kind of winding down and a lot of EDs and EAs are coming out or have already come out. So I just wanted to say, if you guys got into your ED or EA school, huge congrats. To anyone who didn't, I promise that that one decision is not a summation of who you are as a person. It's not an indication of your worth, of what other colleges are going to say about you. So keep your heads up and you guys can do it. I think that's about it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you guys next time. Bye!